Set heading 330. Set heading 330. Set heading 010. Set heading 010. Well, good evening, everyone, all Virtual Blue pilots and any Infinite Flight fans that are out there. Happy to have you here today for our big announcement. Just lining up for the ILS 4 right here. So Virtual Blue has been doing some extensive testing to find out what the planes in Infinite Flight are capable of. And we found out that some of the planes are very capable, fun to fly, and just pretty much awesome. So we wanted to give our pilots a chance to still do real-world options while still flying things that happen in the real world. So we think we've got a good program lined up for you guys, and we're going to show you now if I can get this thing on the glide slope. I'm all over the place tonight. This is going to jack me to the left. Here we go. First time trying approach, really. Alright, so here we are in K-Boss, and we're just going to show you a little deal here. Alright? So, as I said, we've tested some planes, and we're finally ready to show you the results of that. But first, here's our Chief Digital Officer, Thomas 80. If you couldn't tell, the first route is going to be Japan Airlines, Boston to Narita. And off we go. A little flying demonstration for you. We also have a second route that we're working on. And if my plane doesn't crash in the meantime, because I've never, ever, ever used approach, you'll get to see what the grand prize question was. I've only tried approach once, so let's see if this sucker works. There is a pretty good crosswind on 4 right. Approaching minimums. Oh, got to keep it out of view just a little bit longer. Minimums. Minimums, minimums. And the second route we'll be allowing our pilots to fly is London Heathrow to Boston and Boston to London Heathrow. So we hope you JetBlue pilots or virtualBlue pilots. Oh, how's your approach mode, huh? Oops. Well, you'll have that. So your options for London Heathrow will be
Boston Logan Unicon, Speedbird 239 Heavy, crossing runway
the
15
772
right.
ER, which is a plane that we have not featured before. Yes, Transport Hub. This is why we're on casual server, because there's no rules enforced on the casual server, as far as I know anyways. So your options for Heathrow to Boston and Boston to Heathrow, there's 4 flights daily. As you know, we already featured the 747-8, 747-400 on the Lufthansa routes. And 4 left.
Boston Logan Unicon, Speedbird
flap 0
Heavy,
degrees.
crossing runway 4 left.
Right? So as you guys know, we do offer that, but the 772 ER is a new plane. It tests well. The performance factor is pretty much 0, so your SimBrief flight plans, we'll get you the weights for those. We'll get you the weights for those plans. Sorry, just coordinating.
Boston Logan Unicon, Speedbird 239 Heavy is clear of all runways.
And we do have a third code share to announce.
Boston Logan
we're not
Unicon,
quite done.
JetBlue 80 is on right base, runway 4 right.
London Heathrow, and we will have the A318, and I will do a tutorial stream on the steep approach. So that'll be the British Airways A318, and you can take it from JFK to EGLC, or London City, which is a steep approach. It can be done. Don't even think about spawning in here, Transport. I'll put the band hammer on you. So, 772ER, British Airways, 787-9, Japan Airlines, and of course you'll still be able to fly all your domestic routes with JetBlue. These are real-world JetBlue code shares. We wouldn't have it any other way. And we're just waiting for our Chief Digital Officer 80. I just wish Chicken and Rice could be here. I want to send a big shout-out to our JFK hub manager, who was able to keep his mouth shut for so long. MJ, who is in the 787 right now. he's done a lot of testing to get the fuel factors right, so that when you put a plan into SimBrief with virtualBlue, it's a realistic, I will smack you transport. But good call, dude. So Mike Campbell, our JFK hub manager, who's in the 787-9 there, the Japan Airlines, he's put quite a bit of time into planning these routes out with me, and taking the 14-hour trip, it's like 13-hour trip to Japan. He did it about 6 times to check on fuel performance numbers, and pretty much zero perf, I think, if I remember right, on the 787. I did a couple trips to Heathrow. If I back out of this for a second, you'll see that my nickname is Secret Squirrel right now, and I've been flying on the casual server. There is a few more destinations that JetBlue is partners with, but we don't really have the proper aircraft. There's one in particular that is near and dear to my heart that will be added. And I just want to let you guys know the answer to the question, the grand prize question, right? When you go into Heathrow, and I'll put these links in the general chat tonight. When you go into Heathrow, you are required, Heathrow is so busy and it only has 2 runways, you are required to hold at one of 4 holding stacks. They actually even have overflow holding stacks for London Heathrow, because the runways are just jammed all the time, and there's time requirements on the runways at night. So you're required to hold when you come in from the west, as you do, right? Coming west to east, you have to hold at either Ockham or Bovingdon. OCK VOR, the OCK VOR, or the BNN VOR. Right? If I just do this real quick, see if it pops up on the map. So I'll show you guys. So the Ockham VOR is right here. So the Ockham 2